Have you ever been scrolling through Instagram? You see these amazing travel photos, and you just think, man, one day. Well, what if we made one day today? We're going to crack the code on travel planning and turn it from this giant, scary task into a really simple step-by-step guide that actually gets you on that plane. So let's just dive right in. Oh yeah, we have all been here. You see the place in your mind's eye, it's perfect, it's beautiful, but then, reality hits. You start thinking about the logistics, the cost, all the different options, and it can seriously feel like taking on a second job. And you know what? That gap, right there between the dream and the doing, that's where most adventures just fizzle out. But what if all you needed was a simple checklist to get the ball rolling? And that leads to the big question, right? Is all this planning really necessary? Can't we just be spontaneous, just go with the flow? And while that sounds amazing and super romantic, the truth is a lot of us just don't plan. Maybe it's laziness, maybe we just wait till the last minute, but a little bit of prep work can honestly be the difference between the trip of a lifetime and a super stressful, crazy expensive mess. So to get past that planning paralysis, our source gives us this brilliant 6-point pre-check. Just think of it like a quick initial chat you have with yourself to figure out if a trip is even a good idea for you right now, before you fall down that endless internet research rabbit hole. And here they are, 6 simple things to check out before you get lost in the weeds. We've got safety, airfare, lodging, transportation, visas, and the best season to go. By running any trip idea through this little filter first, you get a much more realistic picture of what you're getting into. So let's break them down, starting with the absolute most important one. Okay, first up, the total non-negotiable. Before you even look at a single flight, a single hotel, you have to ask yourself, is this place safe? Because honestly, no beautiful beach or amazing landmark is worth risking your personal safety. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? The whole reason we travel is to relax and have a good time. If you have to spend your whole trip looking over your shoulder and feeling anxious, you've kind of defeated the whole purpose. So yeah, the safety check, it's the foundation for everything else. And look, safety isn't just about avoiding major conflicts. It's also about being aware of those invisible dangers that can pop up anywhere. Things like petty theft, tourist scams, or harassment. Just doing a little bit of research on what areas to avoid or common tricks to look out for can make a huge difference. All right, so you've done your homework and your destination gets the safety green light. Awesome. Now it's time to tackle the biggest expense for most trips, the flights. Airfare can feel like this big, mysterious, unpredictable beast, but trust me, there are some really great tools and tricks to get it under control. So what's the secret weapon? It's Google Flights. It is totally free, it's incredibly powerful, and it basically gives you all the info you need to make a really smart choice. I'm going to walk you through 3 super simple hacks right now. Okay, hack number 1, the calendar view. This is so simple, but so effective. When you're searching, instead of just plugging in exact dates, click to see the whole month. Google literally color codes the prices for you. Green means go. You can instantly see the cheapest days to fly, and sometimes just shifting your trip by a day or two can save you hundreds of dollars. It's amazing. Hack number 2 is the price history graph. Think of this as your reality check. It shows you the typical price range for that flight over the past few months. So you can see right away if the price you're looking at is a real bargain, if it's just average, or if it's way, way too high. This is how you know if it's the right time to actually buy. And finally, the easiest hack in the book. Set a price alert. Seriously, it's just one click. You tell Google to track the flight for you, and it'll just email you automatically whenever the price changes. No more checking the website 10 times a day. You just set it, forget it, and wait for a great deal to show up in your inbox. Now here is a fantastic pro tip. The second you book that flight, go back and turn off those price alerts. Why? Because it's almost a law of the universe that the price will drop like $5 the day after you book. And you don't need that kind of stress in your life. Once you've booked it, it's done. Just move on and be excited. So you found a price you love. Awesome. But now, where do you actually book it? This is a really important choice. Do you use a third-party site or book directly with the airline? Here's the deal. Third-party sites can sometimes be a lot cheaper. But, and this is a big but, if you need to change anything, it can be a total nightmare. You have to deal with them, not the airline. Booking direct usually gives you way more flexibility and makes it so much easier if any problems come up. Okay, flights are sorted. High five. Let's move on to the third point on our pre-check, which is the next big expense, your accommodation. And just like with flights, a little bit of strategy here can save you a ton of cash, and make your trip way better. So let's run through 4 quick hacks. First, if you are traveling during peak season, book your place early. Seriously, the prices will skyrocket and the good spots will be gone. Second, always pick places with free cancellation. This is your golden ticket to being flexible and rebooking if you find a better deal. Third, having a kitchen is a huge money saver. I mean, even just making your own coffee and breakfast every day really adds up. And last, just like with flights, keep an eye on prices even after you've booked. With free cancellation, you can always snag a better deal if one pops up. Okay, we've nailed down the 2 big ones, flights and a place to stay. Now we're just down to the final logistical hurdles. These are pretty easy to clear, but you absolutely have to check them off your list. So let's talk about the last 2 checks. First, transportation. This totally depends on where you're going. In a lot of Europe, public transit is amazing and all you'll need. In most of the United States, you're probably gonna need a car. A quick Google search will tell you what's up. And now for visas. This advice is critical. Do not ask an AI chatbot or trust some random blog. You have to go directly to the official government or embassy websites for the country you're visiting. That is the only source of truth for this kind of information. Seriously. So there you have it, the 6-point pre-check. But you know, the real takeaway here, the big mindset shift, is to realize that planning isn't the chore you do before the trip. The planning is the beginning of the trip. The excitement, the adventure, it all starts the moment you start searching. And this quote is just the perfect way to wrap things up. It's so easy to get stuck in that loop of, oh, I think traveling is too expensive, or I don't think I could ever plan something like that. The message here is so simple. Stop thinking and just start searching. Use the tools we just talked about. See what the real numbers are. You are absolutely capable of planning an incredible trip for yourself. Which really only leaves one question. Now that you have this simple framework, that dream destination of yours is no longer just a picture on a screen. It's a real place, a real possibility, just waiting for a few minutes of your time. So, where are you going to look first?